Lille will remain a distant second in the Ligue 1 table after the latest weekend's action in France, but Paris Saint-Germain's closest challengers only did it after coming from behind at home to struggling Amiens. Rafael Leao and Shaker negating the earlier opener from Juan Otero at the Stade Pierre-Mauroy to give Lille a 2-1 win. Saturday will present Paris Saint-Germain with a chance for revenge in the league as the 10-point leaders welcome Guingamp back to the Parc des Princes, where 10 days ago they were knocked out of the League Cup quarter-finals. Sunday concludes with third-place Saint-Etienne at home to fourth-place Lyon. Chasing the Premier League's final Champions League place will be the focus as Arsenal take on Chelsea on Saturday evening. The Gunners are 6 points behind the Blues, who are currently in possession of the fourth and final Champions League place in the table. Arsenal boss Unai Emery knows his side can't afford to lose at home against their London rivals at the Emirates.
And at home, I think we are doing very big matches with a big confidence with our supporters. And I want the same spirit and the same performance Saturday against Chelsea. Difficult, tough match, difficult, and I think is good test for us also. We wanted to take this match with 3 points different in the table.
Hector Bellerin and Nacho Monreal could return from injury, whilst Mesut Ozil will be hoping to be recalled after being left out of last week's loss at West Ham. But Henrik Mkhitaryan still hasn't shaken off a foot problem. Saturday's Premier League action could see Liverpool reinstate their 7-point lead at the top of the table as Jurgen Klopp's men play host to Crystal Palace at Anfield. If they don't win, then Pep Guardiola's champions Manchester City could close the gap further on Sunday when they play away at bottom side Huddersfield Town. Daniil Medvedev has broken new ground for himself after the Russian 15th seed beat David Goffin in the third round of the Australian Open. After third-round runs last year at Wimbledon and the US Open, 22-year-old Medvedev claimed a place in the last 16 of a Grand Slam for the first time. Straight set 6-2, 7-6, 6-3. There was a huge scare for US Open champion Naomi Osaka in the women's third round. A set and a breakdown inside the Margaret Court Arena, the Japanese four-seed finally worked out how to counteract Sui Wei's angled shots and stout defence. Osaka threw 5-7, 6-4, 6-1. Sixth seed Elena Svitolina also needed to come from behind against China's Zhang Shui. The 24-year-old Ukrainian rallied from 3-love down in the final set of a match that lasted just under 3 hours on Rod Laver Arena, 4-6, 6-4, 7-5. Osaka's fourth-round opponent will be the 13th seed Anastasia Sevastova. That's after the Latvian won both sets 6-3 against China's Qiang Wang. There was a big shock in the EuroLeague on Friday night as Budućnost Podgorica stunned defending champions Real Madrid. Nothing fortuitous either about the 73-60 home win for the Montenegrin hosts, who led for most of the encounter. They were led by Norris Cole's 14-point haul, Madrid eyeing another top-four finish, falling though to 15-4, whilst Budućnost claimed only their 5th win of the campaign. Anadolu Efes kept their good home form going by downing crosstown Istanbul rivals Darüşşafaka Tekfen. Tony Douglas led the match for scoring for Darüşşafaka, but his 17 points weren't enough to prevent Adrian Moorman's 15-point haul, leading the hosts to their 4th straight win at home, 82-68. A 13th win in their 19 games so far sees Efes remain 4th in the standings. The Bow brothers were on a biathlon podium again on Friday after helping Norway in the men's 4x7.5-kilometre relay in Ruhpolding. Winner of the previous day's individual sprint race, Johannes Tignes Bow joined teammates Lars Herge Birkeland, Vettel Sezchad Christensen and his brother Tarjei Bow to anchor victory here in the team event. Germany finishing second with France third. Marco Schwarz continued his breakout World Cup season in alpine skiing as the Austrian won the men's alpine combined race at Wengen. Building on his maiden World Cup win from New Year's Day in the parallel format in Oslo, 23-year-old Schwarz put down a solid downhill before retaining his first leg lead in the slalom. Schwarz well clear of Olympic medalist Victor Moufat-Jandé and fellow Frenchman Alex Pinturault. There was a maiden World Cup win for Franz Josef Röhrl in the 5-kilometre individual Gundersen event on day one of the Nordic combined triple, taking place on the French-Swiss border. The Austrian leapt furthest in the ski jump with 118 metres, and Röhrl then confirmed his superiority on the day by finishing the 5-kilometre cross-country ski course 9.5 seconds ahead of Norway's Espen Bjørnstad and German Fabian Rissel. Golf and Shane Lowry will take a 3-shot lead into Saturday's final round of the Abu Dhabi Championship. Leading since the opening round, the Irishman, playing in his first event since the World Cup of Golf last November, sunk 7 birdies on his way to a 5-under par 67 to move on to 17 under overall. Richard Stern is the nearest man, looking to stop Lowry winning his first European Tour crown in 4 years.